I like this snitch, man. This guy's just throwing dudes to the ground. Look at him chasing after him. Oh, man, this snitch is just throwing dudes. This snitch is awesome, baby. Dude, this is the best snitch in the game right now. Quidditch has moved from the halls of Hogwarts to the fields of Rochester, New York, a decidedly less magical place. That's right, Rochester is home to the Northeast Regional Quidditch Championships. These are the greatest Quidditch players in the country. Quidditch is far from a silly pastime. It's a real, intense sport that takes true athletic ability. 2 teams comprised of 7 players each compete to get the volleyball or quaffle through the 3 hoops, while the beaters, known as bludgers, defend. If you get hit with a bludger, you have to return to your goal and reset. Each goal is worth 10 points, and after 18 minutes, the snitch is released, chased by a seeker from either team who is tasked with tackling the snitch. Everyone is also required to carry brooms between their legs at all times. God, this is pretty weird, I gotta say, walking around with this broomstick.
You get used to it.
Also, did I mention it's full contact? Yeah, tackling is encouraged, and it's co-ed. I'll be honest, I don't know how this works. That's why we drove all the way up here to see the game in action. So who came up with all these rules?
A lot of people. There's a whole rules team.
And every year you meet and discuss them and change them?
Eventually we're probably going to get pretty steady like football or basketball. But this is a pretty new sport.
What's the PSI on these puppies? What do you say before a game? Good luck or?
Brooms up.
Brooms up.
You get a lot of teams that started with Harry Potter fans and they wanted to make a sport.
When you were a little girl in Russia, that's when you discovered Harry Potter?
Yes, I always loved Harry Potter. So when I knew there was a Quidditch team on my campus, I was like, hell yeah.
And now you're the president at Stony Brook Quidditch this year. Is it gaining a popularity on campus?
Oh yeah, it was the first year where we'd be walking with our brooms and you hear someone from across the quad like, oh my god, is that the Quidditch team? Like we had to explain what Quidditch was every year.
You played football in high school?
Yeah, I was actually left tackle. I got to Syracuse, so I'm at the club sports fair and these guys were like, oh, yo, come over. And I'm hearing them talk and I'm about to walk away when their president goes, oh, it's full contact. I'm like, what do you mean it's full contact? Sure enough, these guys are like hitting each other. And I'm like, all right.
Do you have a nickname in the field?
Yeah, it's the Tank.
The Tank?
This is my 9th year. I played all through high school.
9th year? You're a high school
I played in
Quidditch
high school.
prodigy. We're here with some relatives of the snitch.
It's way more interesting than I was expecting.
Right?
It's rough.
It is rough. Yeah. I want to see some blood out there. What about you?
As long as it's not my grandson.
That's right.
Snitches give stitches.
Snitches give stitches in this sport. Bunch of... You afraid sometimes that you might get hurt by some of these bigger guys?
No, I'll beat them.
You'll beat them. Look at that.
I got it. I'll tackle them back.
You just told me you like to beat up nerds. Are you yourself?
I would call myself that.
So you're not a nerd yourself?
No, not at all.
Were you a jock in high school?
I ran cross country.
Ran cross country. It's kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to Quaffle House after?
What's Waffle House?
It's like a Waffle House, but
For quaffles.
At the end of the day, you have to realize, like, we're all running around on PVC pipes, playing a sport from a children's book, but, like, I love it.
He got the snitch? It's good. It's a good snitch. Syracuse won.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
And look at our snitch over here. I'm seeing a red welt on the side of his head.
The beaters didn't push him out that much, so it was a lot of 2-on-1 time. It's the hardest game to snitch.
A lot to contend with the win today, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We play well in the snow, we play well in the rain. That's where we come into our element.
You're a cold weather team.
That's Syracuse for you.
Here we are at the championship game. Behind me, Rochester and Boston are facing off for the trophy. Brooms up. I'll tell you what surprised me most about today. I came into this weekend thinking this would be like a cosplay kind of thing, sci-fi convention, Comic-Con. Who's got the quaffle? This is a serious sport. These are serious athletes. Oh, guy just got laid out right here. Look at him, he's down. People who read the books, who are obsessed with Harry Potter, got into it that way. Other people have never read the books. They're just drawn to the actual athleticism. Throwing, catching, dodging, diving, tackling. There's a Boston catch, and that's the game, folks. How many goals do you have today?
3.
3 goals, the hat trick. This is your first championship?
Yeah, it is.
And you got that snitch, you caught him.
Yeah, absolutely. I've gone against the snitch a lot of times in my career, so I knew I could get him.
They're crying, they'll look crying.
Get ready for World Cup. You know, win a regional title, that's what matters. So I want to win World Cup this year.
And what did you think when he said, I'm playing this game that started at a Harry Potter book?
My family's always been into Harry Potter, so it seemed like...
This is a natural extension of his love for Harry Potter and his love for athletics.
Right.
Scott Rogowsky, Weird World of Sports from Rochester, New York, and the Northeast Regional Championships of Quidditch. Brooms up, brooms out. See you next time. Not a lot of broom impalements happening?
Nope.
Not a lot of brooms to the crotch?
Your own broom to your own crotch, yes.
Do you wear a cup?
I do not.
We're advised to, we don't.
Advised to, we don't.